Chapter 14. Remus was alone in his cottage. He was always alone these days. Moony wasn't happy, and everyone knew it. He missed Finria, and wished he could have him back in his life. Back in his house. Their house. Remus had warded off half the house so he wouldn't walk in there. It was painful, and he even warded off their room and closet. Everything that held Finria's unique scent was trapped in time. A happier time. Finria would scold Remus for this, but he wasn't here, and it was hell. Finria was the only good thing in his life after his dad killed his mother for having Remus. Finria was the only person who would never call him a monster. After they met, it felt like coming home. Being in Finria's arms was the only place he ever wanted to be. "Why did you have to get caught?" Remus asked the picture of Finria he had in his room, the only picture in the non-warded-off part of his house. Remus was sitting in front of the fireplace and remembered being with the love of his life, when Narcissa pulled him from his misery. "I got you the clearance, and you can finally go and see Finria Greyback." She was knocked over by Remus running to change into a new outfit, and then came out carrying a small bag. "Can I take these clothes to him?" Narcissa smiled. Of course Remus was holding a bag of thick sweaters. "I don't see anything wrong with trying." Narcissa smiled as Remus dragged her to the thing that would take him to see Finria. Greyback's POV. I was trying my best not to let the memories kill me, and thought of the bright smile of Remus, my handsome, incredibly sexy mate. I wished to be back in our home with him, to spend the full moon with our wolves running in the woods, where we would wake up and then make love. If we had more time, we could have had a cub. All Remus wanted before this whole Azkaban mess was a cub. I was a fool, and now I couldn't give him what he wanted more than anything in the world. I couldn't give him a cub, and now I will never see his smile, never see him in the morning after the full moon, never see him come undone under me. I am so sorry, my little wolf. I had tears falling down my face and tried to remember that it was Dumbledore who put me here. Up. Someone was dumb enough to come and visit you. The guards used silver chains, and they laughed as I was in agony. They dragged me to one of the visiting rooms. "Leave us." I know that voice. And that smell. I love that smell. "We can't, Lady Malfoy. These two are not to be left alone." The guard sneered, only for Lady Malfoy to shove her wand in his face. "Take those chains off him right now, or you both will be handed over to the Ministry for attempted murder of a magical creature." They paled, and I was released from the silver, and they left with Lady Malfoy, leaving me and my little wolf alone. I missed you, Remy. I was tackled by him the minute the words left my mouth. "Fanny, I missed you." He was sobbing, and I was trying not to cry with him. "I thought you would be happier to see me." He kissed me, and then I was forced to sit in one of the chairs in the visiting room. Remus tasted better than I remember, and I had to use all my self-control to not fuck him over the table. "You don't want to be fucked on this table, little one. You're going to have to calm down." Remus whined, and I kissed him again, and loved the moans that came from him. I wish he was under me, screaming my name. "I have a gift for you." He blushed, and gave me a small bag full of sweaters and a picture of him on our wedding day. He had looked like an angel, and I was still slightly jealous of all the people who complimented him that day. I remember that very night well. I purred and nipped at his ear. I wish I had known what would happen. Remus slightly blushed. "You are all I want, and all I want right now." Remus slid down in front of me, and I knew what he was going to do. "Are you sure, little wolf?" Remus nodded and took me out of my pants, and I was all too happy to have him with me. It was heaven to have Remus's mouth on me. It was hard not to come down his throat. It had been so long. "Slow down, baby." Remus didn't listen. Then again, he never did before. Remus swallowed everything, and I was filled with lust again. "I love that mouth of yours." Remus blushed, and I just brought him up to my lap where I was at attention again. I think that there is another part I love more. Remus used a spell to prep himself, and then surprising me, he took me all in one fell swoop. Remus rode me, and it was hot as fuck to see him riding me, and I was ready for him, whatever he wanted. Baby, Dom, I want a baby. Remus was pleading, and I kissed him, and then took control. Whatever Remus wanted, he was going to get. Stay quiet, baby, and you will get what you want. I kissed his neck, and he stayed as quiet as he could. It was the best visit ever. End of Greyback's POV. Remus left the visit very happy and smelling like his Dom. In a few weeks he would know for sure if his Dom gave him the best gift.